Hello and welcome back to Mind Zealand. It's episode 16, and this is the second time I've recorded this intro. As you'll see soon enough, I did a bit of a run-through with Mystic over what we're going to be doing in this lovely mansion behind me. And basically, the audio wasn't particularly great, but in it we cleared out some of this, we walled up this Vindicator, and yeah, you'll get to see it, but the sound quality is not as good as I would have liked. Anyway, enjoy. We've got something special planned for Halloween today. I'm here with Mystic PS2, wherever he's disappeared off to.
Yeah.
And we're here in front of... There he is. We're here in front of a mansion that he's found. We're going to clear it out and we're going to convert it. I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
Maybe put some traps in for players. And I mean, as long as the players know that there are traps in here, I'm sure that'll be fine. It'll be part of the sort of fun mini-game for Halloween.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, you've already had an explore of this already, haven't you?
Yeah, most of it. Random
But we'll go in. We'll go in and start lighting. Oh, there's a Vindicator already. Do they just spawn anyway, or? Like I said, we could keep him because he'd be quite useful for a farm later on. I've actually dealt with these sort of.
Didn't see this before.
There's some upstairs as well. Oh, it's melons.
Yeah. Pumpkins.
Interesting. So look in here, we've got a flower room. Ah, so this is where that creeper was, I guess.
Yeah.
So these are pretty huge structures, eh?
Yeah.
I've not really had a chance to look around one before, so
It might be explored, but it's definitely not safe yet.
no, I can imagine it won't be. The torches seem to be quite high up, so you don't get that lighting effect.
Yeah.
I've got a few torches, so I should be alright. Oh, this is cool. What's this for?
Guess this is
Nothing. Oh. Onwards. So once we've got it lit up, do you? Because I mean, I know you're really good with redstone. So do you have plans of?
Yeah.
Oh, an anvil. I'm taking that. I need an anvil.
Yeah.
Take that. Because I mean, the plans that I had as far as like haunted house kind of things that would give jump scares and stuff like that would be. Well, I had an idea. I watched a video by PixlRiffs. He made a haunted house, but he built like a beating heart in it, and it was pretty damn cool. So it'd be interesting to try and put something like that in.
Yeah.
Another thing was magma blocks with carpet on, because there's so much carpet here. You could hide magma blocks underneath, and that would be a bit of a...
Right.
It would catch people off guard, definitely.
Yeah.
Did they put anything in these chests? No. What's in this one? I'm assuming a creeper was in that one.
There's an exit.
You all good?
Yeah, we got a quick exit now. It's alright. We'll just...
I can hear another Vindicator.
A flower room.
Is this the whole bottom floor, I think, now?
I believe if we go to the left of that hallway.
Oh, there's something in here. Ow. Oops, sorry, man.
It's alright.
Alrighty, cool.
Just head over to the other side of this. See if there's anything we missed over here. Right, so you'll see a lot of like holes going through places like up there.
And they where the sort of secret rooms are, or is that where you've been sort of to have a look?
Yeah, no, I went straight to the top floor before doing the bottom floor.
Ah, gotcha. Oh crap!
You're right.
Where did he come from? Yeah, I'm all good. Like for some reason he blew well before. Well, I was far enough away that it wouldn't really matter. But I don't know where he dropped down from.
You tried mining through the middle of there, see if there's anything there. Oh, never mind. We've already been in there. Ah. Yep.
Oops.
Bottom floor's done now, I believe.
Cool. Let's head to the stairs. Ah, there's a secret room.
Here. Yeah, this room in here. I reckon this would have been a good like finish room or a start room.
Yeah. So if we do it, actually, I'm wondering if start room might be better. Like if we get people in. Oh, and I was saying that if they kind of know. It'd be a good safe spot.
Ladders going up the side or something, I guess.
Yeah. Well, either way, it'd be a good safe spot. But I mean, if you had a hidden door or something, then that's a good way in and out as well. So
yeah,
there's possibilities there, eh?
Yep.
You alright there, buddy? Okay, never mind. We're back. Mystic's back online as well, and we're just collecting some obsidian in the end at the moment. We want to make a tunnel through the Nether, just to make it a little more accessible to the Mine Zealanders. And we've had a bit of planning on what sort of contraptions and traps and the layout of the mansion that we want to use as well. We want to make it a sort of windy maze. We don't want it to be easy to navigate via the hallways. So yeah, once I've collected this, we'll get back to the mansion, we'll set that up, and hopefully we'll have it all ready for Halloween. If not on Halloween, then at least close enough that it's still relevant. Suppose I should probably start planning for Christmas too. Ugh. Welcome back. I survived my excursion to the end and to the Nether. We've given up quite a bit of obsidian, and we've got a portal into the starting room, which is good. It's on the top floor, and basically the contestants are going to have to work their way through the maze, through all the different rooms, take different paths as well, and yeah, hopefully get to the exit without dying. A lot of the building of the traps in that are going to be off camera, because I don't want contestants, Mine Zealanders, to know exactly what the traps are and where they are, because that kind of takes the fun out of it. And yeah, if this episode goes out before they've actually had a chance to try it, it's not really going to be that effective. But we'll give you an idea of what's going in there, just not where it's going to be. So first off, we're going to have this starting room. We're going to better set out a welcome for when people get into the room, and then get some instructions, some rules as far as what you can do in there, what you can take into it. Welcome to the horror maze. Abandon hope, all ye who enter he. Okay, so we've reached the character limit on the sign. Abandon hope, all ye who enter her. Well, we're leaving it at that, I think. There's yeah, you get the idea. Right. Well, I'm not sure if Mystic's going to set this up as another staging room, or if he is actually going to put traps in here. So I'll start putting up some rules on here as well. And once they're up, I'll come back to you and you can have a look at it. I need to gather some more resources as well. I need to get quite a bit of dark oak, because I want to make the portal in the Nether look a little prettier and kind of give the idea of what we're actually doing here. So yeah, back soon. Right, so we've worked on the entrance a little bit. We've got a bit of a base of operations set up here, and yeah, I'll head through now and sort out the Nether portal area. These hit really hard. I mean, I've never dealt with these sort of mobs before, the illagers, And yeah, I mean, as you can see, I've got a couple more deaths. I mean, the first one was because of an illager. One of the evokers sent some vexes after me. I had a full inventory, so I couldn't pick up the Totem of Undying, and unfortunately it meant that I died to a vex. I respawned back in the spawn chunks, and I was subsequently then killed again by a creeper, so it wasn't the best start to clearing this out. But saying that, we did get a decent amount of emeralds, I guess, from some of the Vindicators that were around still. Mystic had cleared it out already, for the most part, but it was just a case of lighting it up and planning as we went around what we could do with it. So it's getting dark, I better set a spawn. I find it kind of strange that this is sort of generated in the hill, but saying that, I need to take a good look at this, because this is the type of design that is going to be going around the Nether portal. So we do have cobblestone fence and cobblestone as well, so I probably need to do a little bit of mining. Yeah, I need a pick. Another wooden pick for me. All of my proper gear is actually up in the ender chest. I just didn't really fancy risking it on a construction project. Plus I did spend quite a bit of time just recently in the Nether, and I've kind of learned the hard way that you don't take your best gear to the Nether or to the end. You go with your second best or third best gear. Otherwise you kind of end up regretting it. Or I do anyway. Maybe it's just me. What do I need? Dirt. That's what I need. So I think I've got everything I need to head back into the Nether now to make this portal room. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Let's get some wool. Get some slabs, could be good. Yeah, we'll get some slabs. Right. And I gotta find my way back. Now hopefully I've lit this up enough that there aren't any creepers and other ragtag mobs spawning in here, but they are really hard to light up, these mansions. And there's a lot of hidden rooms and different things like that. So we do need to find the stairway now to go up to the 3rd floor. I mean, it's already a maze as it is, and it's not even... We've not changed anything yet, so... Let's see. There it is. Oh. I'll be back once I've finished the design for the building, for the portal. Alright, well, welcome back. We've finished off our... Oh, I say we've finished it off. I've completely forgot about this. Ugh, bedrock. Not really sure what to do about that, but you get the idea. Like, it's kind of in the same style as the Woodland Mansion, and it just... I mean, it makes it pretty obvious where you're going. Oh, I'd like to think it would do. But... Do you know what? I actually tunneled all the way from Oasis here, only to find that the actual location for it was pretty much smack bang where the other tunnel was anyway, so it was a whole bunch of wasted digging. Oh well, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm just going to fill this in. I might have to just put some slabs on that. It's not going to look the nicest, but it's better than bedrock, I guess. We'll finish that up, and Mystic is back online, so we can head back through and help him with some of the traps. So we're back here at the horror maze. We've made some good progress. I've not been feeling the greatest the past couple of days, and it's kind of meant that Halloween's been and gone. I'm hoping we can get a bit more done in the next couple of days, and we'll have to get some of the other Mind Zealanders to record the run-throughs. It's not going to be much fun watching me run through it because, well, I've kind of designed it, so This is the piece I'm happiest with. This is a design that I saw in a one chunk tutorial on PixlRiffs channel. So I'm going to leave a link to that in the description because it's really cool. And suggest you go check it out. So we've got a little parkour challenge. We've got the Room of Greed. Some give you treasure, some give you tragedy. There's a couple of different entrances to the maze as well, and the maze is what leads down to the stairs as well. So there's a couple of different ways around this maze. I've just realised I've left a gap down there, which I need to fill in. At least I think. Unless Mystic's been in and done something with that, I don't know. But yeah, I've got a bit more work to do on those treasure rooms there. And yeah, I've noticed that Yak has actually started up his own channel now, which is great. I'll leave a link to that in my description as well for this episode. Highly recommend you go check it out. It's playing Faster Than Light at the moment, which is a cool little game that he's actually said I should try as well, so I'm going to be giving that a go at some point. We've got a couple of cool ideas for our channels actually, including a sort of segment we want to run with just cheap and nasty games where we'll sit down together and have a play of those and give praise where praise is due, or have a laugh at some of the crazy glitches and gameplay quirks that come out of it. But yeah, for now I'm just going to plug away with this, and you'll have to wait and see the finished article, I guess, when one of the other Mind Zealanders goes through it and records it. And if not, maybe I'll come back in a week or two for an episode and we'll go for a bit of a walkthrough of it, and you can have a look, see if there's any ideas tickle your fancy, and you could make your own if you come across a mention like this. Right, well, I've been working away a little more in here, and I'm quite happy with it now. I think what we'll do is we'll just do this top floor as the maze for now, purely because by the time we've converted the entire mansion, it's going to be Christmas, and I'd like to do something a little bit different for Christmas. So the Mind Zealanders have a choice. They can go into the Room of Greed, they can completely ignore the chests. That's up to them. But there are two entrances to the maze. They can either just skip this room altogether and go straight to that, or they can go through here. Forgot about that a little bit. Now all of these chests are trap chests. Some of them have traps. Some of them have dispensers. Some of those dispensers have really cool items that can be used in the actual maze. Some of them have really cool items that are actually just useful. There's a couple of enchanted books, good enchanted books in here. But it's the choice, it's a lottery. Some of them will have really helpful things, some of them not so much. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the people on the server actually play through it. It'd be interesting to see which ones they pick, if they choose to pick anything at all. And then we've got a maze through here as well, so yeah, I mean, it's not the, oops, classy. It's not the, you know, the full caboodle yet. We've got a couple more rooms planned. Maybe if we get those finished, we'll be able to include those in as well. But for now, yeah, I think we've got a pretty good setup. And I think what I'll do is I'll head back to the ocean base for now. There's a couple of things I want to finish up there before the end of the episode. And if one of the Mind Zealanders does go through the maze, I'll be sure to either ask if I can include some of the footage of the run through, or I'll put a link in my next episode's description just to say, hey, go check this out. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the other Mind Zealanders think of it. But for now, let's head back to our ocean base, as we've done a little bit of work there. And it'll be interesting for you guys to check it out. And I've got to admit, this Never Railway is making a big difference in travel time. Before we were basically just running and jumping and chewing through our food. So this is handy. Eventually this will all be tidied up and turned into a proper little railway, I guess. But for now it does the job. I'm happy enough. And we'll be back soon. And we're back in our base. Oh, classy landing. So I've started collecting some of the fish here. I'm just letting them spawn in, and I've been name tagging them because these are going to be our lovely little friends which are going to go to the PvP arena when we build it. Now I've been a bit of a sellout. I'm naming them... Whoop! Don't you shoot at me. We've got subscribe and we've got comment. And we're going to get probably about... Oh, I don't know. I'd like to get about 18 guardians, I think should be enough. And we'll dump them in the ocean out that way. I'm actually thinking of turning the PvP arena into a squid farm as well, because these guys go after squid and there's probably going to be quite a few squid popping in there. Now we've also just adjusted the efficiency of this farm. Mystic came around and helped me set this up because I needed a silk touch pick. And he was very, very kind actually to let me keep this one. And he actually named it the Suncorp Company pick. Now I don't know if I named this and gave it to him or if if he just named it, but either way it's very generous of him to let me have it, so thanks Mystic, appreciate it. And basically the reason this is more efficient now is because before the Guardians were landing about this level and they were still considered inside the spawning boundary of the temple. And the way the spawning algorithm works for these temples is if there are Guardians already here, there's less chance of them spawning up here. But now that all of these are down here below the spawning platform of where they would naturally be able to spawn, it basically means you get a fairly steady stream coming down here. And that's been great because we've actually been able to get a decent amount of drops from these now and start to build up our resources. Because the issue we were having is, if we head back around here, all of this normal prismarine was from the temple. None of that's been crafted myself. This has been crafted recently, this has been crafted recently, and this has been crafted recently. So it's really starting to ramp up our production of lanterns and also the prismarine bricks, which we will need for the further advancement of the base. So I've started putting in these windows here, which are, you know, they're not too fancy, but they're nice enough. As I mentioned before, these are going to be turned into doorways. I'm not sure if I can get a double piston door on that. I think that might be too difficult in this small space, but I'll give it a go. And what else have we got? Yeah, we're starting on those elevators there as well. These are our mini murals, which I'm still looking for a couple of ideas for. We've had some pretty good ones. Big shout out to Cloutos actually for suggesting that we could put a mural of the creature from the Black Lagoon. I think that's a really cool idea, so I'll need to look into that. Another suggestion was Moby Dick as well, which could be cool. And I'm interested to see what this new mob that they might be introducing in 1.14, as one of those looks like it could be a stingray. Now, I would love that. The oceans are so bare at the moment, it's just the squid, these fellas here, if you're near a temple. I really think the oceans could benefit from another mob, so that's the one I'd be choosing. Although, I want to hear more about what the other mobs are as well, before I make a full-blown decision. But I'm always a big fan of more interesting oceans in Minecraft. Anyway, you've heard me waffle on for long enough, so we're going to leave the episode there. If I find out a Mine Zealander has gone through that maze, I will be sure to let you guys know. And yeah, we'll see you next time for episode 17. See you later.